So while today's science seeks empirical proof for everything as a valid test for reality, I want to share a perspective that I think is much, much closer to truth. And that is that if you can see it, touch it, taste it, smell it, think about it, imagine it, conceptualize it, or if it has any kind of form, then it's not real. My assertion is that the only fundamental eternal reality is formless, inconceivable, and imperceivable, while its fluctuations, vrittis, give rise to all perceivable, conceivable phenomena. So let's examine this both from a philosophical, particularly Eastern and yogic point of view, but also from a scientific point of view. First, the Eastern point of view. So, from the Eastern yogic and non dual standpoint, this idea, which I'm sharing with you, is Brahman in Advaita Vedanta or Shunyatha, emptiness in Buddhism. In Advaita Vedanta, Brahman is the ultimate reality, formless, infinite, and beyond human comprehension. It is not an object of perception, but the substratum, the subject of all perceived and conceived existence. The material world, with its myriad forms and phenomena, is Maya, an illusory manifestation arising from Brahman's fluctuations or vibrations. Similarly, in Buddhist philosophy, the doctrine of dependent origination asserts that all phenomena arise interdependently and lack intrinsic existence. The material world is thus a transient play of forms on the surface of an underlying formless reality. From this, we understand impermanence, anicca, and the ungraspable nature of all things, teaching that liberation lies in realizing the non-duality of form and formlessness. Scientifically, this notion parallels in modern physics. This notion finds parallels in modern physics. Quantum field theory suggests that all matter arises from fluctuations in quantum fields, which are themselves intangible and formless. These fields are the foundational reality from which particles, and by extension, all physical forms emerge. Furthermore, concepts like wave-particle duality illustrate how form or particles and formlessness, waves, are two aspects of the same underlying reality. The interconnectedness observed in quantum entanglement mirrors the non-dual insight that no phenomenon exists independently. Rather, all forms are interdependent manifestations, or let's say entangled these days, manifestations of a deeper reality. So both the spiritual and the scientific perspective converge on the understanding that what we perceive as the material world depends entirely on an underlying non-material essence. In Eastern philosophy, this essence is consciousness or pure awareness, unbounded and formless, while science identifies it as fundamental fields of energy. Could even say information. But energy and information, I am suggesting, are experiences in consciousness and ultimately modified forms of consciousness. The physical world is therefore a dynamic expression of this non-local foundation. By recognizing this interplay between form and formlessness, we undergo a profound shift in perception. Rather than clinging to transient forms, we intuitively grasp their ephemeral nature and trace them back to their eternal source, which is the self. So, whether it's through spiritual insight or scientific inquiry, both paths illuminate a profound truth, and that is the formless gives rise to form. And recognizing this unity dissolves the illusion of separation between the material and the immaterial. So this brings me to the concept of faith and belief. Belief is a cover-up for insecurity, as I've said many times before, but faith is the certainty of the formless, invisible, without which the visible world of form and phenomena is not possible. Keep the faith. My latest book is Digital Dharma, How AI Can Elevate Spiritual Intelligence and Personal Well-Being. And if you want to continue this conversation with me, check out deepakchopra.ai. And thank you.